Hello everyone, my name is Chandrika Cook and I just wanted to do my second vlog on KONY 2012, my thoughts. I think the KONY video was very well made, the cinematography was excellent, and I think it was a great way to bring awareness to what is going on in Uganda, or what was going on in Uganda and in parts of Central Africa. But I would have to take Kevin's side of things and say that there were definitely some cons to it. For one, it has been going on for over 20 years, close to 30 years actually, and it took this long for anyone really to just bring awareness to it in a way for younger people to take note and actually take notice of it, and to make KONY famous for all the stuff that they're trying to do. And I just think, I don't think that was the best. I think there could have been other ways to do it besides social networks, but hey, it's the age that we're in. So I don't think with buying the packages of like sending a couple of dollars and you get bracelets and posters and things to do on April 20th, I think that's the date. I don't think that will be the most effective way of stopping KONY, really, because we're just citizens. We're citizens in America and citizens in Europe and the different European countries and other African countries, and just citizens all over the world. And I think we don't really have the authority and the power to go about stopping KONY. I think that is more so an issue for the UN to handle, among leaders, President Obama, or whoever the UN representative for the US is. Have world leaders come together and try to discuss it as a world issue, as opposed to maybe thinking of each country's agenda, because it is a very bad thing. I really feel bad that 30,000 kids total were made into child soldiers and sex slaves, and we just were going about our own business. But sometimes things like that happen. It's happened over and over in history, and we have a voice, and so we should use that voice, at least for the most part, raise awareness about what is going on. And I think it's just taking a little bit too much. Also, I would like to note that maybe 2 weeks after the KONY video was released, there was a story that was released nationwide, and it just swept like wildfire. And that was the case with Trayvon Martin. For those who are unfamiliar with the story, Trayvon Martin was a 17-year-old kid who was shot and killed by neighborhood watchmen in Sanford, Florida. And there's a law currently in Florida called the Stand Your Ground law, in which if there's a death or an altercation between, I guess, two people, and the victim claims that it was self-defense, then they just kind of let it go or whatever, or it stands. So the problem with that is that, one, there were two guys of two different ethnicities, and then two, Trayvon was unarmed. And so it's just brought up a lot of different issues, mainly race and racial profiling, which I do not think is the biggest issue in the case right now. But it's just something that, in my mind, based on what I've observed on Twitter and Facebook, it definitely overshadowed KONY in a matter of days. Like, seriously, a lot of people kind of left that over by the wayside and trying to go through it. In addition to people looking at the Invisible Children's site and not finding enough information to support the cause financially. So I think that may have also played a part into it. But I mentioned Trayvon because it's just been something that so many people have talked about, maybe mainly in the African American community. And I'm not saying this because I happen to be African American. I'm saying this because I think there's a flaw in that particular law being in place in Florida, and I'm glad that there's awareness being brought up for the situation. And it also, for me, it makes me think of the fine line that America has, American citizens, the country, as a world power, the fine line we have between caring for what's going on in our own country and caring about what's going on with the rest of the world, because America is really big and we have a lot of different issues from different events that occurred in history and just things that are going on now. I really think that we just have that fine line, and it's like when to care about this and when to care about that, or even to care about both of them at the same time. So I just wanted to put that out there for people to think about both, maybe at the same time. Thinking about how maybe not we individually can just go out there, or using military forces to go out into Central Africa to find this man, and maybe even using our voice this year, since it is 2012 and it's an election year, and there's going to be a lot of different topics discussed in the debates to come when the Republican candidate is nominated. So just something to think about with this year. We have a voice, and it's just a matter of when we use it and for what issue. And that's all. Thanks for watching.